So in case anyone was wondering, if you put this update and start using it, make sure just, first of all, clear your custom folder, basically throw it all in a temp folder, and just leave your save.ito file, and then slowly introduce your custom content back in. Otherwise, you might get an object crash before the game even load. Well, the game will load, but then it'll crash. That's what happened to me for about 30 minutes-ish, as I was just, testing things in and out. I found the error within 15 minutes, so if I made a post in the community, forget about that, because I probably deleted it. Otherwise, we're here in Mimi's little project, because there is a new project, and I didn't really officially do one, or do a video on it. I was just trying to do Harbinger, but if nothing else, we're just going to pick the first project first and see how badly it goes for me, because at the time of the comment reply I made to another comment on a recent video, Takashi-san second encounter, light, knowledge, strength, charisma maybe. That's basically when I was free to play the game and look at new things, but I didn't really get to do everything. So yeah, this is your new one. Graft bear claws to your toes. New random injury each mystery, plus 2 kick damage. The thing I forgot about when I was replying to a certain person's comment, as I take this one first, because why not, is that I forgot that when you heal an injury, even though I should have known, but it was just off the top of my head replies, that you can get random things like stable condition, bruised, blood loss, or my favorite and most hated, hasty aid. And yeah, if you get 5 major injuries, that's at least 6% doom. If it's a minor injury, you can go to the school nurse if you have it enabled, but otherwise it's 2 funds plus a doctor's office visit to get rid of the major injury, and it's not even guaranteed because if you get hasty aid, yeah, and it depends on the injury, obviously, but in my case, I'll let you read the reply if you want to go there. Otherwise, maybe this video will be the proof. Let's do bulletin first, then. Yep, and so immediately, you cut arm sinew. So, as I said, it's really RNG based, and I probably wouldn't advise it first. If you feel like doing so, maybe, especially if you don't want to pick up a weapon. Otherwise, I would personally not recommend it, because of the things that can happen to your body, almost literally. So yeah. With that said, let's actually get rid of that, because not getting a point... So, I got 2 points in the kick damage and then lost a point here, and then we get hasty aid. So, let Exhibit 9455A present itself, and we will move on with our lives. Actually, I'm going to do this, because I'm trying out other strats on Harbinger in preparation for more commoner playthroughs, so we'll see. Although I need to check about my max threat level. Forest and hospital. So I guess we're going to switch to... We have ward, actually. I'm just going to set it to hospital now, because I know I'm going to forget. And let us visit the vending machine once. And I think that's going to be what I do for my beginning preparations. Because any more doomed than this, and usually it doesn't end well for me. You have the monument available, but at the same time... Unless it asks for funds, you're likely to just lose out, especially if you're doing challenge things. But 3 reason, 1 stamina, so be it. We're Mimi, but we need first aid to make good use of things. So I'd rather take more stamina there, because I'm about to lose stamina for funds. And let's find out what we can and cannot do. So I might as well, so this is pretty much the best use case of that project, because you can at least, unless something happens to your stats, you can do this, which is a guaranteed 4 damage per 1 reason. So that's my... I present to you the reason why I believe in this. So thankfully, the hasty aid turned into tiny cuts, but it could have just turned into cut arm sinew once more. Or worse off, worse things like cut artery or mangled hand. The other 2 that haunt me to this day. And we need to do bulletin. Actually, if we're going to do this, we might as well switch this to force for now. Did that cost anything? I need to check. It's also now called Witch's Tree in total, but... Oh, wow, I'm dying. Do I dare? No, I don't. So, yeah, as you can see, my Doom is already throttling me, because I had to get rid of that injury. If I didn't, I would have 29% Doom, which isn't that much better, but, out of curiosity... Okay, so, yeah, police station doesn't cost anything, still. Which, I mean, it's fair enough, but if the developers decides to add 1 point of Doom every time you visit it, so be it. It's not the worst thing to happen. So, We'll switch this to the hospital, though, because I'm probably gonna plan to do ward next. So yeah, and we'll trade stamina for reason there, because our doom is quite high, and a monument use would be pretty not great for me right now, so I need to pass that, or not, because it rolls an 11, but... Welcome to Harbinger. May I take your order? Yes, I would like stamina and reason loss sandwich with a side of 40% doom in my first mystery, please. Yep. And flashbacks, so two dexterity, which... I mean, I think of the curses and my negative status effects in the new update. This has to be probably the worst of it. Again, for Harbinger. People keep forgetting here and there on both sides. Me included. I forget sometimes because I always assume people are on the same difficulty. And in my case, I assume people are playing on Harbinger when they ask questions here and there. But then I have to remember, okay, no, sometimes they're playing on True Believer, sometimes they're doing Cultist. If they're doing certain challenges, they're doing other things. They might just be on Cultist or True Believer or Skeptic. So it's hard to notice that things like... At the end of the mystery here, there are some things that only appear in easier difficulties, mainly the Doom decrease. I think True Believer even still decreases Doom by 1, Cultist or something else by 3, you know, Skeptic by a whole bunch, I think like 5 or something. And then you get funds at the beginning of Cultist and Skeptic, or maybe only one of them. There's, again, I have a 5-reason list of differences between just Harbinger and True Believer. Damage increase, or damage increase of all enemies at base included in that. And as one of the biggest changes that you'll feel the difference right away. So... Although that kind of ruins it. I'm not saying that I want everyone to play on Harbinger. I can never expect that, and the game is not balanced for that. It's not, but really? Did I really never check that? Oh, it's because I did the project and jumped in right away. Well, anywho. Wait, is this bugged? That's bugged? Oh boy. Okay, so I think this is a bug, because I went to this city to check on the quote-unquote lighthouse, even though I think I was doing something else. I think I just misclicked, tried to go to the storage. I went out, and now I'm back in, and, yeah, now we have this. I wonder if this actually affects me. Let's find out. It does. So you can do... well, I mean, it's a funny bug, but that's not great, because I actually meant to go in here. But yeah. There are still bugs. We're on... Yeah, we are, as you can see, we're on 9.92e. But, hey, it's funny, but... also, yes, theoretically, you usually don't have a reason to go back, unless you're trying to check the lighthouse. That's the only real use case, but... Again, it's not like a crash. It's not like people crashing because of the custom content directory being, you know, not different, but it is different because if it wasn't different, the game would have worked right away as soon as I got the thingy. As soon as I downloaded this update and hit play. But that's not what happened, so... Yeah. So we'll do this, take 2 stamina damage, and probably rest, because we are missing reason, unless this event kills us right here. But if it does, I'll do another run immediately. But I can just keep failing, why not? 50, I think I'm going to hit 60% Doom by the end of this mystery, which isn't great. I can't rest right now, so if I die, I die. And I died, because I mean, even if Mimi had base dexterity on Harbinger, I would still have failed that, but... You get what I mean. Moving on. Doing one more run for the giggles. But I feel it's not me. It's a matter of, or not. It's not that it's not me, but people playing on Harbinger just still getting the feel of things. Me included in that. So yeah. Also, that's right. I'm playing Cthulhu, so that's extra Doom on top of my reason loss, which might not be the best choice on this challenge, considering that you know. Or just in general, because I believe you take more reason damage and roll the 4 in general, but second, knowledge, dexterity, light, maybe Takashi-san. Let me make another check, because I want to make sure. Yeah, Takashi-san all the way at the end. If that's the case, I'm actually going to switch monument, because I don't use... If I'm not using it as much, what's the point of having it there? Anywho. Let's instead take this, because that injury... you can take it if you feel lucky. I'm not, so I'm not going to take it. That's not something I can reliably take. So yeah. Even something like strength down, slower actions is something that at least I know that has... It's no RNG. I know how much I'm going to be losing, so... Painting, Flood, Scissors, Bulletin, Hell. Alright, Bulletin. Mimi would... Kana would be great, but my own personal rule is I never reroll mysteries, in case you were wondering why I don't just reroll mysteries, so... which will be much more relevant once I start doing real challenges. My own self-imposed challenges, which, again, as my self-house rule, I don't allow myself to reroll mysteries, and that's my own personal strat that I choose to do. I usually go for a pack of cigarettes, or I look for a pack of cigarettes to buy, so that I'm stronger at the late game, because you have to always assume you'll survive, even though you die. Sometimes, I mean, that's bad luck or human error. For me, most of the time it's human error, but you have to assume that you would survive most of the time. Also, yes, that's right, that's Doom. Here, Monument might have been great, but I know I'm going to be losing Reason, so I'm not going to risk it. And something true, funny enough, I think it's been a long time, if anything, over 200-ish runs since the last time I ran to something truly evil, so... Yeah, so while here, an extra... point, like a guaranteed, because again, this is guaranteed, 2 extra damage here would be absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, I didn't take it because if I took the injury, if I took the random injury and healed it, my Doom would be a lot worse for wear. So I might as well take Reason, where Mimi at least has a perk for it, whereas opposed to Doom increase, she doesn't have anything innate. She doesn't have innate Doom decrease unless you directly use her damage perk to get more experience to do other stuff. I mean, yeah, so, yeah, this is just me having bad luck, though, so that's just... yeah, anywho. It's an Eldritch encounter, by the way. Let's keep visiting Forest, because we need to do Bulletin. And, of course, we never roll well, so rolling well would also help out a bunch, but again, to each their own. I would never force anyone to play Harbinger. That's just what I personally do, and I personally like to watch people try Harbinger here and there, so that's my liking. On top of, yeah, I'm already busy enough, so if I want to watch someone, I'm probably going to watch someone who plays Harbinger. And I know a few people I play on Harbinger, and I do watch them play Harbinger, so, yeah. We at least have an empty bottle at the end of this, but my Doom is, again, quite high. Yeah, we might as well do this. So we're hoping for no Crimson Moon. If we do, these encounters are going to be a lot more painful. So, here's hoping. Otherwise, we only take 2 stamina damage and get out. Because as nerfed as Brace is, you still want to use it, because it will still be in your favor in terms of RNG. Now, is RNG gonna be on your side? That's a question for each player individually, but again, if you assume that most of the time RNG works as it's theoretically presented, and you don't lose Bath immediately, so that's at least 5 stamina if I reason I lose, but yeah, if that's not the case, then theoretically Harbinger is definitely possible. Is it probable? Maybe not, especially not in my case. My pretty much proven win rate on Harbinger is about 25 to 33% tops. So, and that's me playing as I am. I could do things to help me out, but I'm not hurt yet. So you know what? Let's actually take scissors. Maybe I could throw the police revolver. I can't sell it, and I don't need the cigarettes. So let's actually do this so that I have more things to throw. Because next mystery I may remove an inventory slot. That said, I need to check this first. Anyway, timeline B, bow clap. And we'll check this. We may want to keep the handcuffs on us, because that may allow us to arrest our 66% chance of running into a boss. That said, now let's lose reason, funny enough. First aid? Nope. Well, I'll take Fast Learner. If nothing else, this damage will become funds that I can use later on to buy more cigarettes. So, and thankfully Scissors is a low Doom mystery, but... And yes, there are certain configurations, if we're not just talking about this challenge, the commoner backstory on Harbinger that allow you to win much... Make a Harbinger commoner run less difficult, that's for sure. Now, whether it's going to be like walk in the park is a whole other question, but this is a beast encounter, by the way. But we don't have the scissor lady, so I might as well guarantee a prep attack for 1 stamina damage. I'm doing thumbs up in real life. Pretty good. Did I say bow clap? I'm just gonna check just to be sure. Yeah, bow clap, and I'll do 3 claps at the end. Hold on a moment. Alright, I'm back. I had to take care of things, and while I was away, I might as well have taken care of other things, was the thought process. But hey, now we're back, and, well, maybe the run will end quickly, because I forgot about things, but otherwise, we're here now. Only losing 2 stamina, question mark? Well, that'll depend on luck, won't it? 90%. So, let's find out. I mean, considering that I'm playing other games right now that revolve RNG, yeah, it's not so bad. Also, we now have a boss weapon on us, so that's nice. Because the box cutter will pretty much not break until the end of an encounter at, I think that's how it works, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm still learning everything and trying to retain the knowledge. So bow, clap, bow. So just alternating bows and claps as I get hurt there, but I can't really control that. And I forgot what my second encounter was. Cool. But yeah, so let's we'll do this. What actually happens? Okay, so I need to store something, or I can keep it in my inventory and then throw it later. That's right, I lost path. Flood painting or hell. Yeah, let's actually do flood. Let's do flood now, and we'll swap the box cutter here. We'll throw the we'll throw the police cutter here, and we should be able to be just fine. Taking 2 stamina damage, but that's not the worst thing that can happen. So, otherwise, I really should have braced. But hopefully, this school investigation doesn't cause us to lose. We're gonna find out. Well, reason for stamina, nope, that's the wrong way. So these are the kind of mistakes that I make and cause me to lose, but that's why I am planning a stream for the weekend where I am doing all this again, and at least we have a new update to play around with. So, I'll see you there!